Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals at Royals Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Dave Rozema, whose record is 0-0 with a 7.36 ERA. And pitching for the Royals today is Steve Busby, whose record is 0-0 with a 7.94 ERA. And so we lost yesterday's game 5-3, and it wasn't even that close. Trammell had a home run in the first inning, and then Hancock had a 2-run shot in the top of the ninth to make it look a little better than it was. But we were never in the game. Dennis Leonard, pitching for the Royals yesterday, basically shut us down for 8 innings. So not a good performance. Hopefully today will be a little bit better. We can salvage one of these road games against the Royals. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and that way you'll be able to keep up when the next game is automatically released. And so all of our bullpen is available, which is not great when you look at Tobik and our closer Replogle. And Busby is a right-hander, and so we have our lineup in there against right-handers. The only difference is I took Wayne Gross out and I put in Tom Brookins today. Give him a turn at third base. And we'll go ahead and go down the Tigers lineup for today, and then we'll give you some information about Steve Busby. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second and at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third and at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting cleanup and in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting fifth and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting sixth and in catching today is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh and DHing is Kirk Gibson. Batting eighth and at third base is Tommy Brookins. And batting ninth in center field is Omar Marino. And on the mound for the Royals is Steve Busby. This is a manufactured card created by Jeremy DeJong. Now, Busby was out of baseball by 1981, so this card was created specifically for this game. And Steve Busby, he was a second-round draft pick in 1971 out of USC. USC won the College World Series that year. While he was at college, he took a writing class from Rod Sterling of the original Twilight Zone. He's a two-time All-Star. He got some MVP votes in 1974. And in 1973, he finished third in the Rookie of the Year. He pitched 2 no-hitters in his career. The first one in 1973, his rookie year, against the Detroit Tigers. And in 1974, he pitched a no-hitter against the Brewers. And then in his next start, he went another 5 1/3 innings without giving up a hit. So 33 straight batters. He always had injuries, even back in high school, shoulder and knee injuries primarily. In 1977, he missed that season due to a shoulder injury, came back in 78, and made another 47 starts, and then basically by 1981, he was done with baseball. He joined the Royals Hall of Fame in 1986, and he was a broadcaster for the Royals from 1982 to 1995. All right, here we go. Leading off is Sweet Lou. And Lou hits a line drive to first base, and the play is made by Pete LaCock. You have to be really careful with that name. Next up is Trammell. Trammell hits a ground ball to first, and LaCock makes an error. So Trammell advances to second base on that error, and that will give JT a chance to drive in a run. 4 for 7 with a home run against Busby. And a ground ball to short, and Trammell cannot advance as the only play was to first. So 2 down for Steve Kemp. And Kemp slices it down the left field line for a double. Run scores from second. That was Trammell, and it's 1-0 Detroit. What I paused for a moment to see is their lineup. They have Lecoq at first, and their normal first baseman, they put at third. So Ken Phelps is playing third base today. Very unusual, certainly out of position with a 55 defensive rating. And Gary Hancock, he strikes out to end the top of the first. So we go to the bottom of the first. Tigers up 1-0. Let's go ahead and do the Royals lineup. Batting leadoff and playing right field is Clint Hurdle. Batting second and in center field is Willie Wilson. Batting third and at second base is George Orta. Batting cleanup and playing third base today is Ken Phelps. Batting fifth and in left field is Hal McRae. Batting sixth and doing the catching is Don Slaught. Batting seventh and playing first base is Pete Lecoq. Batting eighth and at shortstop is Rance Mullenix. And batting ninth and DHing today is Jerry Grote. Pitching for the Tigers is Dave Rozema. Not so good in his first start. Only went 3 2/3, gave up 7 runs, and he had 3 walks, which is very unusual for Rozema. So hopefully he's more consistent today, staying in the strike zone. Clint Hurdle will lead off the bottom of the first. Oh, and he walks him. Oh, no. This is not a good sign. So runner at first. Willie Wilson is up next. And Wilson hits a screamer to center field. He hit it so hard, Hurdle couldn't even get to third base. So first and second. Nobody out. And here's George Orta batting third in the lineup today. He's usually around 5th or 6th. And he gets a base hit to right field. Clint Hurdle scores, and it's first and third now. Nobody out, and Dave Rozema is in trouble because here's Ken Phelps. And we know his power. There it is. Oh, man. Phelps kills us. A 3-run shot to right center field. That's his home runs in consecutive games for Phelps. And still nobody out. We're down 4-1. And there's a ground ball hit to Whitaker. And we finally have an out. That'll bring up Don Slaught. And Slaught strikes out. That'll leave it up to Lecoq, who pops it straight up in the air. This is his first at bat all season. And he flies out to first base. So we go to the top of the second. We're down 3. Time to turn this series around. As Parrish hits a blooper into right center field, it's going to be caught by the right fielder Hurdle, who I believe I called Clint Eastwood in yesterday's game, which I promise you was not on purpose. As Gibby gets a hit into center field, do we want to go for 2? We're down 3 runs. Yeah, let's be aggressive against Willie Wilson and his noodle arm. Gibson is safe at second base. So a double for Gibby with 1 down, and Tom Brookins, who only batted .155 versus righties last year, so he was not good. He was definitely much better against lefties, but we're going to give him a chance to play today. And he disappoints us by hitting a ground ball to short. So with 2 down, Marino's up. Hey, a base hit for Marino. And he drives in a run. Great job by Marino. It's 4-2. We got 2 outs. we may as well try to get one of our fastest guys a stolen base here. He's been thrown out once. He doesn't have any on the season. And he's caught stealing again. I believe he's 0 for 2. Yes, he is. Wow, not great. Okay, so to the bottom of the second, it's 4-2. Rance Mulliniks leading off the inning. And Mulliniks has himself a base hit to right. And here's Jerry Grote, backup catcher, getting a chance to play today in the DH slot, batting ninth. And of course, Mulliniks, who's basically 20 points slower than Marino, steals second base. So we're going to pull the outfield in. And a base hit for Jerry Grote. And with the outfield in, Mulliniks has to hold at third. And right now, we'll give up that runner at third for a double play. Ground ball right to Brookins. And Brookins, what does he do? Grounded to third, scoring a run. So he must have went to second, was unable to turn two. So that run scores, one down for Willie Wilson. And Wilson's got himself another hit. That's 6 hits now against Rozema. And still only one down. Rozema might not even get out of the second inning at this rate. There we go. Rozema strikes out Orta on a way outside pitch. So 2 down for Ken Phelps, who crushed it in his previous at-bat. And he strikes out looking here. So we go to the top of the third. It's 5-2. Every half inning has at least had one run scored. So this might be a slugfest at this rate, as Whitaker leads off the inning by striking out, 1 down. Here's Trammell. Trammell, ground ball to short. He's 0 for 8 now against Busby. And that'll leave it up to JT. He's going to pop it up to third. And Ken Phelps can at least make a catch of a pop fly. I think we need to exploit him at third by laying down some bunts and see if we can get something something in motion. As Helbig leads off the top of the third with a base hit that falls in. 7 hits against Rozema. And our starters, other than Morris, have been pretty bad so far. Don Slott does us a favor and hits a ground ball to short. So the Tigers turn 2. And that'll bring up Pete L. Pete L. hits a ground ball to short. So we go to the top of the fourth. Rozema did not give up a run that inning. Steve Kemp leading off the inning with a high fly ball to center field. 392 feet, but Willie Wilson makes the catch. So this will bring up Gary Hancock, now leading the team with 3 home runs. He had that 2-run shot in the 9th yesterday as he grounds out to short. Hancock still probably the biggest surprise with his team MVP season last year and getting off to such a solid start. As Parrish flies out to right center field, and we go to the bottom of the fourth, down by 3. Here's Lance Mulliniks. He got a base hit first time up. And he hits a ground ball to Trammell. Trammell throws him out. Next up is Jerry Grote. Grote hits a ground ball to Brookins, who makes the play. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Clint Hurdle, 0 for 1 and a walk today. And another ground ball to Tram. A 1-2-3 inning for Rozema. That's 2 innings in a row where he didn't give up a run. And Gibby leading off the inning, 3 for 5 now against Busby, make it 4 for 6. as Gibby gets a base hit just past Phelps at third. And we're going to lay down a bunt to try to get one of those runs back. And maybe Brookins can beat out the play with his speed. I think he hit it too directly to the pitcher as Busby picks it up and guns him out at first. So we do have a runner in scoring position for Omar Marino, who has an RBI today. And he's got himself another one, base hit to center field. And no, we're not going to try to turn that into a double, but we are going to try to steal once again. Everybody in the park knows he's going. He's caught stealing for the third time this season. That is so unrealistic. So with 2 down, Tigers running themselves right out of this game as Whitaker flies out to left field. And that'll end the inning. We did get a run on the board and make it 5-3. Willie Wilson leading off. And he hits a ground ball to Trammell. Trammell's been busy. 1 down. George Orta. Orta flips it to left. And it's caught by Kemp. So that's 2 down. Ken Phelps is up next. And he is going to pop it up to Trammell. Wow. So back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. We're going to flip over the stats to the in-game stats. Marino, player of the game so far. 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies. 2 caught stealings as well. Youch. So Trammell will lead off the inning, and Busby walks him. That's the first walk for Busby. And we're going to hit and run. JT's contact has gone down. He was at 80 last year. So we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, he just pops it up. That's not going to get it done. So we're going to try to steal second base with Trammell on a curveball, and he's safe at second. So Trammell gets his 3rd stolen base on the year. And that will bring up Kemp, who hits it into left center field. Trammell scores. And hell yeah, we're going for 3. Kemp safe at 3rd. And RBI triple for Steve Kemp. And they're going to bring the infield in, which is a smart move, as we're only 1 run down. And all we need is Hancock to hit a fly ball to center, which he does. That will get Kemp in, and this game's going to be tied. Nice. So a decent comeback, as it's all tied at 5 now. Parrish is up next, and he gets a ground ball base hit just past Orta at second. So runner on first. We're not going to steal with Parrish, I can promise you that. Base hit for Gibson up the middle. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Gibson in his first season with Detroit, playing regularly, and it's looking pretty good. Unfortunately, Brookins is up. Oh, it's going to be a base hit to left. I said unfortunately because he just does not hit righties well. But Parrish scores from second. Gibby takes third, and we have the lead for the first time since the first inning. So we're looking pretty good. Let's see if Marino can drive in some more runs today. Oh, he's going to walk him. Busby had 107 pitches, and he's completely lost it at this point. Let's see what Lou Whitaker's got for Busby. Ground ball to second. That should do it. But the damage is done. Tigers have a 6-5 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And I think Rozema, who's had 2 innings in a row of 1-2-3, deserves a chance to at least have opportunity here in the 6th to get through 6. There's 1 down as McRae hits a ground ball to short. And then there's a base hit for Swat, and that'll do it. We're going to take out Rosie. And we're going to bring in the lefty, Dan Schatzeder. Schatzy. Man, he's been great so far out of the gate. 8 in the third scoreless innings with 5 Ks. So Schatzy is the man, and he's going to face 2 lefties here, starting with Pete LaRooster. Oh, wow. Cock flips it to the left field. And now it's first and second. Okay, we're going to pull the outfield in. I want to try to keep Slot from scoring from second. And Mullinex hits a line drive to right. It's tracked down by Gary Hancock, and Slot does not tag up, even though it was 302 feet. Okay, the number 9 hitter, I kind of want to walk him, but Schatzeder should be able to get him out. Oh, I was so wrong. As the backup catcher gets a base hit to right, and the game is tied. Oh, man. Okay, top of the lineup. Here's Clint Hurdle, 0 for 2 with a K. And he's going to bloop it into right center field. And it's caught by the center fielder, Marino. Well, that's going to ruin it for Rozema. Maybe he didn't really deserve the victory anyway. And the Royals are going to bring in Rennie Martin, who's pitched 1 game. He's got a win already this year in relief. Last year, though, he was he pitched 29 games, 5-2 record, 53 innings pitched, more walks than strikeouts. And opponents are betting 262 against him. So let's see what we can do against Rennie Martin. Hey, we're starting it off with an infield single from Trammell. And that definitely means a hit and run. Ground ball to short. And Thompson is gunned down. He's 0 for 4 on the day. Trammell is in scoring position for Steve Kemp, who's 2 for 3 with 2 ribbies of his own. Oh, he strikes out swinging. So 2 down. It's going to be up to Gary Hancock. Had that sac fly that gave us the lead. And Martin walks Gary Hancock to get to Parrish. Parrish 1 for 1 against Martin lifetime. Oh, an infield single. So 2 infield singles this inning. Parrish is safe. And here's Gibby, who is 3 for 3 on the day. And a chance here to be a big hero. Boom! Base hit to center field. 2 runs scored. Parrish takes third. And Gibson comes through once again. 4 for 4 on the day with 2 ribbies now. Runners at first and third. And Tommy Brookins up next. Brookins, he dumps it into left center field. Falls in for a hit. 9-6 Detroit, and that's going to be it for Martin. They're going to bring in Gary Christensen, and I want to say he pitched in yesterday's game. He did, and he got the win in relief. 4 1/3 innings he's pitched. He pitched in that 1 game, only giving up 1 hit, so pretty decent first appearance for him. Let's see if we can tag him for a couple more runs as Marino hits a ground ball to second base, and that'll end the inning. So we put up 3-run innings back to back. We've got the lead now. We're going to let Schatzeder pitch through these next 3 batters as Wilson will turn around and bat right-handed. And he knows how to do that well as he gets a ground ball to left field right down the line. He's got himself a double. So runner on second base for George Orta. Orta ground ball to Thompson. And Thompson boots it. Oh my gosh. That runner on third doesn't mean anything. Let's try to turn 2 here. This will be the last batter for Schatzeder either way. Ground ball to third. And they let the run score. They do turn 2. And it's 9-7 Detroit. That's going to be it for Schatzeder. We're going to bring in Dave Tobik against my better judgment. He got crushed in his first outing. giving up 4 hits and 2 runs and a walk. He was overused last year, so he kind of struggled. But he had his moments as Hal McRae steps in. And Tobik gets McRae to hit a ground ball to Trammell, and that'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 8th. 9-7. Christensen remains in the game. And Sweet Lou hits a ground ball to short. There's 1 down. Next up is Trammell, batted .300 last year versus lefties. Trammell hits a ground ball to Phelps, who, although he's completely out of position, makes the play defensively. And next up is JT, 0 for 4 in the day, and he made that error, even though he was a Gold Glove winner last year at first base. And Thompson hits a fly ball into right center field, falls short of the warning track, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. We're going to let Tobik pitch to Slot, and then we're going to bring in Cappy. Tobik gets Slot to hit it right back to him, and he throws him out at first. So that'll be it for Tobik, bringing his ERA down to just above 10. And we're going to bring in our boy Cappy. Cappy we like. All he does is get people out. He's 2-0 on the year in relief. This is his 6th game, 6 and 2/3 innings, and he's got 6 Ks. Opponents are batting 120. So here is Pete Lecoq, 1 for 3 on the day, and many sexual references, as Lecoq hits a line drive right to Trammell. That's 2 down. And that will bring up Rance Molnix. Oh, man, I thought the ball was gone for a minute. But it's just a fly ball to right field. And we head to the 9th. We're up 2. And Christensen, once again, staying in the game. Steve Kemp leads off the inning by walking. Hancock, what are we going to do? We're going to let him swing away. Oh, he doesn't hit lefties very well, does he? Yeah, you know what? We're up by 2. If he hits a double play, he hits a double play. Oh, no, he's going to get an infield hit, as he should, to the third baseman. So he's on the board with a base hit against the lefty for this season. So first and second, nobody out. Big wheel, Lance Parrish. And he hits a ground ball to second. And the Royals turn 2. So Kemp takes third. And Gibby, 4 for 4 on the day, 2 RBIs. And he's got a chance to get number 3 right here. Oh, he slams it right down into the dirt. And the catcher, Slot, makes a throwing error. And the run scores. Gibson takes second base. And it's 10-7. Yeah, this game started off as a high-scoring game, and it's definitely lived up to that. As Tommy Brookins gets a base hit to right field, 2 hits for Brookins, and another run knocked in. He's got 3 RBIs. It's 11-7, and we're up by 4 runs. We're going to take out Marino, and we're going to bring in Stegman, who hasn't really had much of an opportunity to contribute. And he'll go in and play third base. And a base hit for Stegman. 16 hits for Detroit. Do we want to send the runner to third? 80% chance, and Brookins is fast. Hal McRae has got a slow arm. You don't want to be thrown out third for the third out. He is safe. So first and third, everybody's in on the hit parade. Except for JT, I guess. Oh, Whitaker's 0 for 5. So last chance for Whitaker. And he strikes out. So Whitaker goes 0 for 6 with 2 Ks. That's very unlike him. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. We're up 4. So there's no chance of getting a save here. We're going to let Cappy pitch to the righty because we got all these lefties coming up. He can finish off the game. As Grote hits a line drive to right field for a double. This guy is like 40 years old, isn't he? 38 years old. spent almost his whole career with the Mets. He won the World Series in 1969 with the Mets. So he's hanging on, and he's hitting well. So back to the top of the lineup, Clint Hurdle, and Hurdle pops it up to the catcher, Parrish. There's one down. That'll bring up Willie Wilson. Wilson pops it up in the foul ground on the right field side. And it's caught by Thompson for the second out. So 2 down. It's going to be up to George Orta to keep the game alive. And he pops it up. That should be the ball game. As the play is made in foul ground, and the Tigers win 11-7. Total slugfest. We'll take that victory heading back home to face the Yankees. We'll take a look at the standings real quick. Detroit now 5-4. Boston still undefeated. Baltimore's at 6-2. California 7-2. National League, Cincinnati, and St. Louis. Let's take a look at the transactions. Nothing of note. Not a lot has happened early on. As we pull up the box score, we'll get out of here. Appreciate everyone watching. Like and subscribe. Content. Maybe you'll see Pete Lecoq again. Who knows? And the player of the game. This is a tough call. I am going to give it to Gibson, but I might be able to be talked into maybe Brookins or Marino. If you want to leave your comment, if you think it should be somebody other than Gibby, I'll change it if we can get everyone to agree. But a great game for Gibby. Shotzi gets the win. He's 1-0, and Capizzello gets his first save on the season. Randy Martin poured gasoline on the fire, and he goes to 1-1. Ken Phelps hit the second home run of the year while playing a flawless third base. So that'll do it. Thanks again, everyone, for following along. We'll be back tomorrow with the first game of the series against the Yankees. Until then, everyone, have a great night.